bringing together the entire NaaS ecosystem, starting from enterprises through to the different types of service providers, the entire vendor community. So it's the entire ecosystem that will ultimately be required to build and deliver NaaS. And what the event does is really allow for networking of that entire community. Most importantly, though, we're going to be taking a look at, what's the progress in the industry around this topic. It's a big topic, it's a hot topic. What has transpired? What is the progress? What is the state of the industry? What are the challenges that the industry is facing? And what does that roadmap look forward? So this is the place where all of that sort of thought leadership community comes together around that topic. That's what we did last year. We had excellent feedback from the event. And so really just it's about taking it to a new level this year. Digital transformation is just not going to happen without automation. Now, if you look at the topic of network as a service, it's the notion of something being able to buy something as a service and getting it more or less on demand. And that is just not possible without automation. That's a very simple fact. The reality, of course, though, is that in order for if you just look at a retail service provider that's going to deliver something to an enterprise, it's unusual that they would have all the capabilities in-house to deliver that on their own. They would need a partner ecosystem to deliver the suite of services that is ultimately required to deliver to the enterprise. And if you're going to deliver it as a service on demand, you have to automate that ecosystem. So it's, the requirements for automation is pretty straightforward. Firstly, MEF's role in the kind of automation landscape is what we call east-west. So we're focused on, automating amongst participants in the industry, ecosystem players. And, for 7 years now, we've been developing LSO and its capabilities. We currently have over 160 companies that are in the automation lifecycle, either in production or planning to go into production. So the summit is all about bringing that constituency together to take a look at the state of the industry, to look at all major issues around implementing LSO and automation. If you just look at the wholesale example where the initial implementations are, you're going to see a time to market, a go-to-revenue time reduced because you're automating. The second thing is there's an operational cost reduction because you're going to automate without using people to, establish the business functions. And thirdly, and it sort of ties to 1 and 2, you're improving the quality of the overall experience because the automated order process eliminates much of the potential for human error in the process. So that all kind of comes together to a better, more streamlined delivery experience. With respect to empowering enterprise, digital transformation, network as a service is very important to enterprises to meet their networking requirements of the future. And, we are the entity that's bringing the entire ecosystem together to actually build out those offerings. The second point would be that key technical developments like enterprise-facing APIs are being built by MEF so the enterprises can actually consume those NaaS offerings in a streamlined way. And I guess the third point would be, the GNE event this year and beyond is really where that whole community comes together to work together to make this all happen. Ultimately, the requirements for enterprise, digital transformation are driving everything that MEF does these days.